Welcome to a new market update on this Saturday during the afternoon, in which we will be discussing Bitcoin, as Bitcoin has been seeing another retest of the level around 44k. Are we going to continue correcting while altcoins are still rallying in a very fast and vertical manner? Or are we going to continue the bull market in which we are still going to have a big alt season? That's the topic for today. But before that, do not forget to subscribe beneath, like the YouTube update, and also do not forget to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, where you can find daily content on the markets. And tomorrow I'll be doing a Q&A on Instagram as well. When we are looking at the price structure of Bitcoin at this point, we have been covering the critical levels that it has to break through. We have been mentioning the level around 47k as a very critical level that Bitcoin has to break through in order to get back towards 50k. And if that was not going to take place, we most likely will be getting a retest of support overall. So when we are looking at the structure at this point and we are zooming in a little bit, we can see that 47k was rejected after the test. And from that perspective, we were making lower highs and lower lows and actually losing a level around 45.6k as a crucial support. And that crucial support was lost. And if you remember from my videos, you might know that the level that I was marking as a very important one, that is the level that we've got here, which is the 44k zone. Price dipped all the way back towards 44k. The actual wick that we had on Tuesday, that is not met at this point, but we are creating bullish divergence on the time frames on Bitcoin, Ethereum, and most of the altcoins as well against USDT. Are we actually in a bear market right now? Well, if Bitcoin is going to lose the 44k zone as support, definitely we are going to see a further downwards drop towards high 30s, and then we're going to see whether we are still in a sustainable movement at this point to the upside. However, in the actual run from November 2020 towards March 2021, we've also seen these heavy crashes happening on and on. So when we're looking back in the price structure itself, this overall correction reminds me a lot of the structure that we've witnessed in February 2021. Then we've also had a big run to the upside, heavy crash, retest, another retest of the lows. But we sustained at that support level, we created a bullish divergence, and the market continued rallying. When we're looking at the current structure, we also have this nice upwards run, cascade to the southwards downwards when the price dropped below 49k. And from that perspective, we can see that we've constructed ourselves a new range. And that range is the range low of the area that we have been moving inside in the past weeks as well. So at this point, the crucial level that Bitcoin has to sustain is anything between 43 to 44k. We've also got a bullish divergence potentially here, but you still want to see some more higher lows constructed. So what we see right now on the 2 hour is rejection at 47.1, retest of the low, swept the actual low here, so liquidity is taken, bounce back up, but you generally want to see a higher low being constructed here. If that happens, it opens the gate towards 47k, then we most likely get a flip of 46k, and that will open the gates towards 50k at this point. So that's the upward scenario. You want to see a higher low being constructed. If that happens, you're generally looking at a retest around 47.1k, and from that on we could be seeing a higher low at 46, triggering continuation. As the more often a level gets tested, the weaker it will become and the more likely a breakout is going to happen, especially with the fact that we might be getting a potential bullish divergence on the markets here, and that generally ends up in a big breakout to the upside, or at least a rally that is reversing, and then we're just getting all the way back towards 50k. As I've been discussing, if we break 47, I think it's a matter of time until we're ready towards 50 to 51, as there's nothing in between there. So when we're looking at Ethereum at this point, kind of the same view. So you've got all those levels here, and I'll just erase a few. The low range is 30k, or 3k, sorry. If Ethereum hits 30k, I'll be very happy. Bounce back up, And since then, the daily time frame signals that we might be getting a retest around the lows, right? So we might be getting any retest here, but especially it reversed the entire impulse wave. So the critical levels that I'm looking at with Ethereum are a few. One is that I'm looking at 3160 as support. The second one is the one around 3K. These two are levels that I'd like to see sustained as support. If those are lost, I think we're going to see 25 next. But overall, also in the previous runs, we can see that, and we're looking back into February and March, heavy correction south, retest of the previous levels of support, continuation afterwards in a rally upwards, higher low, and continuation in a bull cycle. Right now, we are retesting this same block as we have been doing here. If we do reverse with Ethereum, it seems very likely that we're going to have a run all the way back towards 3.9k, construct a higher low, and then we have a big breakout at the end of this year towards probably 5k plus. When we're looking at the lower time frames, Ethereum is signaling the exact same. So what we see here is that we've got a rejection at resistance. 35 is currently acting as one. We've rejected there, came all the way back down, bounced on the low, and are constructing a bullish divergence here. Nice bounce back up, but the same idea should be happening here with Ethereum. You want to see a higher low happening, and then we can start firing all the way back up towards 3.5k. Levels to watch for Ethereum. The level to watch is 3k. If that one is lost, we're looking at 2.6. That's my update for today. Tomorrow we'll be discussing Cardano on this YouTube channel. So do not forget to subscribe, and also do not forget to follow me on Instagram, where I'll be posting a Q&A tomorrow. Have a wonderful weekend and take care of yourself, and we'll see each other back again tomorrow.